Chiliz in a real sense is a low-position coin with the ticker CHZ that has a sort of present worth of $0.07725 and a market capitalization of $549,226,422. Digital currencies have long passed the purpose in being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors in a sort of huge manner. These days, it's a resource class that really is considerably directed and, surprisingly, embraced as legitimate delicate, especially in opposition to prevalent thinking. Some huge speculation banks even procure Chiliz and certainly other digital currencies as a group to safeguard their resources under administration, against the running expansion that handicaps the conventional monetary business sectors in a kind of significant manner. Presently, now is the ideal time to fundamentally uncover our short, mid, and truly long-haul expectation of the improvements on the CHZ market that depend on the readings of our really one-of-a-kind crypto unpredictability record that assists us with checking the market feeling and expect where in which the market plans to go in a real sense. At this point, the cost of Chiliz is $0.077259, while the coin presently for the most part ends up at 63rd spot in the truly generally speaking positioning, or so they thought. The said positioning is assessed based on the resource's exceptionally present value that in a real sense is duplicated by its ongoing business sector capitalization, a recipe that is applied all through every single monetary market. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions, so our clients certainly get the most important information with respect to the exhibition of advanced assets in their portfolios, in spite of mainstream thinking. It's likewise essential to sort of consider the verifiable information that permits framing a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its course. On August 2nd, the cost of Chiliz generally was at $0.077621 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change truly added up to 0.67% in an especially significant manner. 7 days prior, on July 27th, CHZ was esteemed at $0.077179, which basically intends that from that point forward, the cost especially has in a real sense changed by 0%, which is genuinely critical. A month prior, on July 3rd, the market member laid out the cost of Chiliz at $0.079577. Consequently, the coin for the most part has made a 2.83% move to arrive at its present standings. The examination of market capitalization sort of conveys especially equivalent significance in both digital currency and customary business sectors in an unpretentious manner. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology in a real sense is utilized to decide the genuinely in general position and fame of computerized resources and stocks, for example, in an unpretentious way. Changes in market capitalization, positive or truly negative, basically are additionally characteristic of the manner by which the said market could fundamentally be going, as well as the resources genuinely potential for making gains or posting misfortunes, in both short and in every practical sense. Long-haul viewpoints, or so they thought. This specific exceptionally metric is additionally used to check the strength of Chiliz comparable to the remainder of the cryptographic money market, the progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future presentation. To especially decide the by and large current market capitalization of CHZ, we duplicate the circling supply, the boundary that will sort of be especially made sense of later, by the very present worth of the digital money under survey, which explicitly is very huge. Starting today, the market capitalization of Chiliz for the most part remains at $549,226,422, which frames the reason for sort of present positioning, basically was referenced before. Recently, on August 2nd, CHZ generally had a market capitalization of $551,802,947. Keep going week. On July 27th, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to was recorded at $548,640,136. A month prior, on July 3rd, the market worth of Chiliz was surveyed to truly be $559,003. Sort of 058. Total stockpile considers the quantity of coins that truly have proactively been created by different means, for example through mining in a significant way. These digital currencies can be utilized either for commonly dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with overseers, or so they in a real sense thought. This measurement additionally considers the coins that basically have been gotten rid of through the interaction called consuming, which explicitly is applied to control the expansion rate, or so they explicitly thought. At this point, the all-out supply of Chiliz generally is laid out at 888 CHC. Ultimately, the coursing supply is utilized to compute the market capitalization and explicitly survey the coins ongoing remaining in the positions. It means the truly by and large measure of CHC that is buy and buy exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that generally are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly basically put unavailable for general use out of the blue, or so they essentially thought. It's by and large for the most part accepted that digital currencies that have a coursing supply between 60 million and 150 million sort of are the most appropriate for kind of long-haul speculation, since they are probably going to really see the value in esteem over a drawn-out timeframe, perhaps many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate incredibly. At this point, Chiliz explicitly has a circling supply of 7,108,896,058 coins. Also, by and large high exchanging volume, as a rule exhibits that the liquidity basically is streaming into that market, which demonstrates the general revenue in the cryptographic forms of money and guarantees commonly smooth execution of exchanges. Nonetheless, it should explicitly be noticed that the information connected with the continuous exchanging volume isn't that much appropriate for making especially long-haul cost expectations. However, it as a rule gives significant knowledge into the ongoing business sector circumstance. In this way is essential for short and mid-term cost conjectures, generally completed by our exclusive calculation. A kind of brilliant digital currency financial backer mustn't ignore this by and large metric while picking passage or leave point. The guideline here sort of is to get into the activity when the volume generally begins to rise, when the cost especially is pushing out of the combination region, and really forsake the boat once the volume starts to drop after an extensive convention. It's even kind of better assuming those cost shifts occur in the areas that agree with generally in every practical sense high volume, which explicitly are typically shown through tall bars on the comparing pointer that is implanted in all crypto exchanging terminals, by and large in opposition to mainstream thinking. Taking care of that, we should survey the exchanging volume recorded on the Chiliz market throughout the accompanying time periods in a kind of enormous manner. Over the sort of beyond 24 hours, the exchanging volume related with CHC arrived at the mark of $30,883,100, which most certainly is very critical. Recently, on August 2nd, the normal weighted exchanging volume recorded toward the finish of the exchanging time frame remained at $28,498,520 win, which is very critical. 7 days prior, on July 27th, how much CHC that was traded between market members was assessed at $29,783,236. Presently really comes an opportunity to explicitly make sense of exhaustively the embodiment of the crypto instability list, CVIX, since it's a focal point of our cost forecast model that permits us to sort of predict the way that Chiliz will follow